show me the money, but it is a little health segment. I should do more about what you should be consuming. However, I am out and about. I am on a little walk. Huh. Let's talk, people. How active are you really? How active are you really? As I'm out walking, I thought to myself, how active am I? Monday to Friday, if I work from home, it's my bed, to the washroom, maybe the kitchen, and to my desk. I'm there for a couple hours until my lunch break. Then I'm there again after my lunch. So for my lunch, I go into the kitchen and back to my seat. And after work, I'm not doing much. I'm not doing much. I've recently signed up for a workout class. So I do that twice a week. And one of those classes is a strength class. And it's very easy for me to go in and lift weights. Very, very easy. And based on that, I thought I was very, I assumed that I'm a little bit fit because I can lift a lot of weights. But I've learned that every different type of exercise has its place, and we have to do a variety of exercises. You have walkers, joggers, and runners. You have runners who can't even lift weights. You have those who lift weights who can't even run. You have some that can do it all. And on this walk, I'm just discovering that even basic walking, I'm not very good at. Now, in my program, I do treadmill classes. Now that's a little bit different because the machine is helping you, aiding you to go faster, to go higher, and because there's a coach in your ear, you're challenging yourself to do more than you would if you're on your own. But just being out here walking, I have a step app on, and it takes me about 10 to 11 minutes to walk 1,000 steps. Now, that would mean it's going to take me almost an hour to get to 5,000, 6,000 steps. So I would need about 2 hours to get to 10,000 steps, as they say is recommended daily. When I was walking last year, summer, it took me about an hour and a half to get to 10,000 steps. But that came with time. I was doing about 2 hours and I dropped down to an hour and a half because I was getting faster and I was walking a little bit more pep in my step. But I just want to share that it is important that we challenge ourselves with all different types of exercises, because, as I said, I'm very good at lifting weights, but I'm just out here walking and honestly I'm exhausted. The first 10 minutes, I was exhausted. Now, it could be the sun. I have no idea, but I'm telling you, it's important that we move our bodies. We must move our bodies.
Halfway point reached.
I think we overestimate the things that we do, because I wouldn't think much. Until I was walking today, I wasn't thinking about what I do daily. And as I said, if I work from home, from my desk to whether the washroom or the kitchen area back to my desk, it's not a lot of steps. And I'm not doing that often for the day. Maybe 2 times the most. But how many steps am I getting by doing that? Definitely not even 1,000. So if I'm not even getting 1,000 steps per day, and I'm doing that week after week, month after month, year after year, imagine the consequence it will have on my body if I'm supposed to be moving my body every day. As I say, minimum 10,000. Now, you may not get 10,000. You have to start somewhere. Yesterday I went for a walk, and honestly, I just pushed myself to get out the house, and I did only 5,000 steps. Usually I would, whenever I start walking, I would do the 10,000 steps, but I just wasn't in the mood. And I thought, you know what? Something is better than nothing. Too often I'm stuck on trying to make sure when I do something, it's done 100%. And I thought to myself, you know what? at least moving my body, hey, that's good enough. And so I did only 5,000 steps yesterday, and I felt good. Today, I'm not even here thinking about steps. I'm just here trying to walk. I'm just trying to walk. But I want you to take a look at your days. How are you spending your days? If you work from home, how much exercise are you really getting while you're working, and even prior, before work and after work? Even for myself, when I go out to work, I get up, I move around, I get ready, I drive to work, I go into a building, I sit for how many hours, I get back into my car and I drive home. And if the day was exhausting with very rude customers, I just go to my bed. And there isn't really much activity in my life, is there? Not many steps am I getting in. And so it's important to get out. Find somewhere, and then there's benches. Can you see the bench? You can do push-ups, those things where where you sit down with your bum going down and up. You can do so many things. Do step-ups. Do something. But do more than you're doing now. Do more than you're doing now. Because I shouldn't be walking and being like, oh, a little pain or ache in my hip because I don't move it enough during the week. I'm not moving it enough weekly nor monthly.
Total 2 kilometers. 25 minutes 35 seconds. Steps 2,607 steps.
Sorry, I'm listening to my health app tell me where I'm at. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the recording, but yeah, how often do you move around? If you have a desk job, how much exercise are you doing before, during, and after work? And as I said, I shouldn't be walking and feeling any aches in my hip or my leg like it's a new muscle I'm using. Because every day I should be utilizing my body actively, not just sitting down or laying down. So that's it for today, folks. I want to encourage you to get out, move your body. Yeah, just walk. Just walk. I know we all want to be runners. We all want to be weightlifters. We all want that sexy body. But the inside is important to take care of. When I say the inside, I mean making sure your heart is okay. Because you can look good on the outside and you don't have good heart health. You don't have good endurance, good stamina. And walking will help that. As I said, by first 10 minutes, I'm out here dying. Why am I exhausted? Yet I can lift weights for a whole hour. Crazy. So I definitely need to work on that. And yeah, so happy walking.